Hey, what's up YouTube Nation? It's Drew from DEO Productions, and I am back with another video. Of course, if you haven't gone ahead and checked the other videos out up above, go ahead and hit subscribe and go ahead and hit like. I can keep bringing that great content to you. Alright, so as you can see, I have boxes, and another box over there with a lot of peripherals to a computer. The title itself says it. Yes, I'm building my own computer. Now, this is not the first time I've done this. This is the third or fourth time. I think I've built 3 now. This will be my 4th build. I have all the parts here, and I wanted to do a quick unboxing of them. Well, I'll actually just take them out of this box and show you what the peripherals are I'm going to be putting in the PC itself. Now, of course, I got my parts from Newegg, one of the few sites I actually trust. I've ordered some stuff off Tiger Direct, but lately their site hasn't been all that great for me. Newegg always has the up-to-date, best prices, stuff like that. They do the price matching. They have quick shipping. I got this stuff 2 days later with their Egg Saver shipping, so I didn't have to pay any extra. You know, it was all free, came in really, really quick. I appreciate that from them, and it says, order what you get, guaranteed. So we'll see if everything's in the box. I've only sliced it open just to make sure that it was that and not something else. The other place that I've even trusted was Micro Center. I actually went into Micro Center here in my area and picked up the pieces myself to another build that a family member of mine was doing. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this stuff. So I got my Mantis knife. I don't need to cut this one open, but I will cut this one open. I'll get it open first. I think, if I'm not mistaken, how they shipped it was this is the power supply. And that is all this is in here. Yes, that is correct. So I got the EVGA 750G3, and really some of the choices that I made here were because when I went into Micro Center, 3 different reps told me that this was one of the best power supplies there is out there. And then, of course, cross-examining this, I did look at the reviews and stuff on Newegg and found that it truly is one of the best and highest rated products. So this is a 750 EVGA, so 750 watt gold, 80 plus gold power supply, fully modular. So that's going to be nice, being able to pick and choose what cables and not having all that extra. Looks pretty good. It's going to look good in the case too, which I'll show you in just a minute. Lots and lots of bubble wrap. Well, I guess that's a good thing. So we'll start off with the SSD. This is going to be a Samsung 860 EVO. On my first couple builds, they were 850 EVOs. That was years ago. So this is an 860 EVO, the fastest and the best quality that I could find. This is a 500 gig. This is it's good, and the reason I didn't go with a higher amount is because I'm going to have a secondary drive in here. So this is basically going to be my boot drive and all my applications and things that need to go fast. Samsung is probably one of the best brands there is when it comes to making hard drives and out there, and it's one of the few that I actually trust and have used, and we use not only in my place of business but now in my own personal build. So that will be a 500 gig hard drive. This is Corsair Vengence LPX RAM. I went with white. There are several different colors of this. This is DDR4, 16 gigs of 3000 megahertz. The case is white. The motherboard has white on it that I'll get out in a minute, and now this RAM is white. So really that's just to keep uniformity and to make it look really nice as well. So DDR4, 16 gigs of RAM. I'm going to be doing a lot of graphics editing, a little bit of gaming on it, and the graphics card I got shows that. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull out the graphics card. This is an EVGA GeForce GTX 1070. A lot of people are going to say, why didn't I get a GTX 1080? Why didn't I get Radeon? I like EVGA, I like their products, and I like the 1070. I didn't need to go with the 1080 because I'm not going to be doing a ton of gaming. I don't need all those CUDA cores, and I don't necessarily need all the graphics on this. This in itself has 8 gigs of GDDR5, and of course has, you know, VR ready, and is one of the best brands for graphics card. 2 fans on the actual card itself, PCIe, really going to be a really beefy card, so I look forward to that and putting that in my system. Of course, when it comes to video editing, CPU is king. And the CPU I got is the Intel Core i7 8th Gen i7 8700K. That is 6 cores of absolute raw Intel power here. We're talking about an LJ1151. 6 cores. I think the base clock on this is somewhere in the high threes, and the turbo is 3.7. 3.7, and your turbo is going to be well over 4. So, and I'm sure you could overclock this to near 5 with the right intercooler. Boy, I'm just leading myself right into the next pieces here. NHD15S. This is going to be my cooler. This thing is absolutely massive, and it's not cheap. This comes in at around $80 to $90, and it is the best air cooler on the market today. This is probably going to be your best bet, unless you wanted to go with a closed loop water cooler or a custom loop water cooled solution. This is the NHD15S D-type premium cooler. Of course, it supports all the modern processors and stuff like that, and it has room for not 1, not 2, not 3, or actually it is 3. It comes with 1 in the box, but it has room for 3 different Noctua fans, which I have purchased. Those I will get into in just a second, but this is going to be the cooler. This thing's an absolute monster, so make sure you put the screws down on the motherboard if you were to get this. So of course, as I mentioned, that does support Noctua fans, and here are my Noctua fans. These are NF-A14s, 140 millimeter premium fans. Definitely very nice. These are one of the quietest and the best designed fans. They have rubber ends. You can even put the actual screws themselves and replace for these little rubber guys right here, and when they are going at full speed you can barely hear them. These are extremely quiet and extremely efficient. It's got flow acceleration channels, step inlet design, multi-servers, microstructures. It is the best for the money. Now these cost around $25 a piece, so if you're not in the market for amazing performance out of fans, you could just go with the case fans, and I've got several on the case that I'm about to show you here in a minute. So I got 3 of those. I plan on putting at least 1 on the heatsink with the one that it has on it, and then maybe 2 in a pull configuration from the top. Of course, I don't have a radiator, so they'll go right on the top, or maybe replace the 240 mils in the front of the case. Alright, so let's grab the motherboard out. This is one of the best rated motherboards there are out there. I was going to go with the Strix, Asus Strix, but I did not. I went with the Asus Prime Z370A. Now this only supports the 8th gen processors, and it is by Asus, and it's got a really good look to it, and not too much more. This board is definitely really nice. So this is going to be my board. Of course, it has that silver and that white looking, which is going to be really good for the actual case itself. I just got a typical CD slot in case I need to install drivers or install Windows or anything like that. And this is my 3-tera Western Digital Blue drive, just a standard desktop PC. This is going to be my backup. This is going to be my storage for my videos and stuff like that I'm editing. Any kind of raw footage that I need to put on there will be on this. So that is definitely nice to have, and I am definitely looking forward to putting that together. This room that I've kind of created now by throwing the box there off to the side. Let's go ahead and pull the case up, because this thing is an absolute monster. This is the Cooler Master Stryker SE, the latest model of the Stryker series. This has tempered glass on one side. I did take the tempered glass off. It's upstairs. I won't be getting it for the purposes of this review. But this thing is a full ATX case, and it's got tons of room inside. It makes it a lot easier to build. So this is it. We're talking about the Cooler Master Stryker SE. Oh my gosh, is this thing a monster. Just this in itself takes a lot of muscle to lift up. So putting all the components in there, another 10 pounds or more. Great large case. One of my other builds was actually a Cooler Master Stryker case. And as you can see here, you have an absolute ton of room going around. You get 220 millimeter fans in the front. You get a 240 millimeter fan here and another 120 millimeter here. You get a ton of expansion here in the front for any kind of CDs or anything like that you need. You get a ton of space, unobstructed views. Lately I've been seeing a lot of cases have metal plates that go over the power supply and the cables and things like that. I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather just see it. It's got tons of room for SSDs, lots of great cable management, and has the ability for a 240 millimeter rad up here. It's got the filter for the fans, and it has USB 2 and 3 up here on the front, as well as this reset button, hard drive indicator, power indicator, headphone and mic jack, and a reset button and the power button here. Over on this side, you have the side panel does pop off, and you have a ton, and I mean a ton, of cable management room, and you've got a lot of room to expand this. And of course it has the handle for easy lift if you're a bodybuilder and can lift all that weight, or want to take it to LAN parties or whatever. This is very capable of doing that. This is going to be a pretty nice rig. I mean, it's got the best processor, i7 that I could buy. Of course, I was going to go with an i9, but those are thousands of dollars. Wasn't going to do that. 750 watts, should be able to handle it. 16 gigs DDR4 memory, 860 EVO SSD. It's got the best that money can buy. Well, my money could buy anyway. I wasn't going to go too crazy extreme. This came in at right around $1,900, so definitely if you are thinking about getting maybe a laptop or a desktop, especially if you're thinking about getting a desktop, I would build over buy, because you're going to get much better, more premium components in it, as opposed to whatever generic HP or Dell or Alienware or whatever. Motherboard, RAM, all those things are more susceptible to failure, and of course you want to make sure you pick your parts. Laptop's a little different story. You're going to get all your components in there, and I actually have the 9560, which was around $1,900 as well. So, but this thing has like double everything of what that laptop has, but you're paying for the portability of the laptop. So I wanted to just give you a quick unboxing and view of all this stuff so that you get an understanding of what I'm going to be doing and what this video will most likely be edited on. And I'm going to actually link everything in the description below so that you can get a check for it. And see for yourself what kind of prices they go up and down, and you can catch really good deals around some of the holidays. Definitely Black Friday. I could probably kind of shave another $300 or $400 off this build, but I wanted to get it now so I can keep bringing great content to you. Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out this video and the other videos I put in there. Make sure you check out some of this stuff, and if you want to build, you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead and shoot me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. And if you have any questions about computers, regardless, of course, I'm a tech and sports channel, so I can answer anything. I've built many computers before. I work in IT. I absolutely love the field. I love technology, and I will get you the answers you are looking for. Thanks, guys. Peace.